In Moorhead, Minnesota, authorities say a North Dakota man who was found dead in western Minnesota was a passenger on an Amtrak train headed for Chicago. According to Clay County Sheriff Bill Burquest, confirmed that 27-year-old Jared Nilles of Fargo, North Dakota, still does not know how the man died. Nilles' body was found between the Clay County towns of Glendon and Hawley on Monday morning. Authorities also are checking with Amtrak officials to determine whether the train had security cameras. 2 Williston men have been indicted in federal court on counterfeiting charges. Michael Boresh and Jeremy Kohler are individually charged with 5 counts. Authorities say they made fake bills and used them in 3 gas stations in Williston and a motel in Dickinson. Both men have pleaded not guilty. In St. Paul, Minnesota, friction has been created between barbers and beauticians over the reservation of the iconic swirling pole found in front of most barbershops. Along with Minnesota, Michigan, and North Carolina are the latest fronts in a spreading legislative campaign for rights to the symbolic red, white, and blue pole. Charles Kirkpatrick, a St. Paul barber since 1958, said, quote, "The barber pole is the oldest sign in town besides the cross, and it should not be displayed where there is not a licensed barber." President Jeannie Thompson, president of the Minnesota Salon and Spa Association and beauty parlor owner, argues that she also cuts men's hair and has entitlement to the pole as well. The symbolism behind the pole dates from a time when barbers are also performed surgical duties from teeth extraction to bloodletting. At least 10 states have rules or laws that reserve the pole for barbers. Well, how about that weather out there? A little cold, a little breezy, got that sun shining. For a closer look, how about Jessica Gulseth? Jessica.
Thanks, Johnny. Well, obviously it's a beautiful day out here. There's almost no wind, and even the students are out here running around and athletes are out here practicing. We reached a high of 64 today. Tomorrow it'll be a little warmer, a high of 66, but with heat comes rain. There's about a 40% chance of rain after 1 p.m. tomorrow, with an increase to 50% as the night falls. The rain will continue through the night and decrease for the most part, but we could see some showers Friday morning. We should still see a high in the low 60s for the most part. We could still see some more showers over the weekend. Saturday and Sunday, highs near 60 with partly cloudy skies. The first of next week looks wet as well, but still a high in the upper 60s, maybe even some 70s. That's all the weather for today, Jamestown. Now back to you, Johnny.
Thanks, Jessica. In international news, American actor George Clooney and his father were arrested Friday during a protest outside the Sudanese embassy. Clooney said he has asked President Barack Obama to engage China on stopping a humanitarian crisis in North Africa. The protesters accused Sudanese President Omar al-Bashir of starting a humanitarian crisis as well as blocking food and aid from entering the Nuba Mountains. Those taken into custody include NAACP President Ben Jealous, Martin Luther King III, and actor-comedian Dick Gregory. Clooney was released several hours later after paying a $100 fine. And now with sports, we look at Tom O'Neill. Tom?
Tim Tebow is on the move, or is he? Earlier this afternoon, the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets agreed on a trade sending Tim Tebow to the Jets for a 4th and 6th round pick. But there may be a hang-up in Tim Tebow's contract that could nullify this trade. Due to the language of Tebow's contract, Denver is expecting the Jets to pay $5 million in bonus money. This is putting the trade in jeopardy and leaving the possibility for teams like the Jaguars to try to trade for Tebow. In other NFL news, Saints coach Sean Payton has been suspended for 1 year by the NFL for playing part in a bounty scandal where players were getting paid to injure opposing team members. The Timberwolves take on the Spurs tonight in San Antonio. This game will be the 6th game of a 7-game road streak where the Wolves have won 2 of 5 so far. That does it for sports. Back to you, Johnny.
Thanks, Tom. Well, that wraps up today's update. Join us again tomorrow when we will once again be connecting the campus with the community. I'm Johny Jerome. Good night.